was the first practice, and what were some of your points of emphasis?
A great first practice in my mind. The guys had great spirit, great energy, as to be expected with the first practice, but in particular with this group, I think we're really locked in. The messages, of day one are, to really establish a defensive mindset. We know we got a lot of firepower offensively, but establish that defensive mindset of playing hard and playing tenacious and being physical, and and offensively just beginning to get us organized and just talking about the importance of playing for each other. That offensively we got to be a play for each other type of team and share the basketball.
How do LeBron and AD look together?
Really good. I think those guys are going to do some damage in this league this year.
There's a lot of talk around the league this summer how it went from the Big Three battle to the Big Two. How do you look at LeBron and AD versus other duos?
I think we got the best of them, of all the duos. And we got two top 5 players, two guys that really just do it all. You know what I mean? And I put those 2 guys against anybody in the league.
How do you think that dynamic changes as a team of a Big Three versus a Big Two throughout the league?
I don't know. It's tough to say. I never coached a Big Three, so I don't have great experience with that. But it's challenging when you have a Big Three. You have a guy that's used to being a focal point of the offense. Take Bron's teams in Miami. There's more sacrifice, I think, probably to be had if it's a Big Three versus a Big Two. But that would be my 2 cents on it. But it really doesn't apply to our team here.
Rajon was saying yesterday that the number of veterans on this team, there's a lot less time needed for development. Is that kind of the early sense from what you see out of?
For sure. It's a different mindset. And, because we're not a young team doesn't mean that we're not going to be an attacking team. We're definitely going to be an attacking team. But a lot of the fundamental work that you do with younger players and younger teams, we should be further along than that, and we can be having more of an advanced approach. Yes.
Did you speed more toward the defensive side today?
Slightly. Yeah, we began with it. The first hour of practice was all defensive fundamentals and drills and communication and tying the pieces together, showing the ways we're going to be physical, and but it was probably 60-40. The second portion being offense.
Coach, defensively, how great can this team be?
As great as they want to be. We have the talent to be elite on the defensive end of the floor. We've got to commit to it. The care factor's got to be higher than anybody in the league, and we got to play harder and more physical than anybody in the league throughout the 82 games, and that will build the standard, build the habits of who we need to be going into the playoffs.
Does your length help the length of the team?
Length is lethal. Big foundation point or saying we had with my defenses in Indiana. We were very long at a lot of positions, and we have that type of length here.
When you have such a deep team, how do you try to play everyone, and how do you keep them all happy? We're not trying to keep them.
Well, everybody's got to buy into their roles, and minutes will be earned. So, I think everybody is willing to play a role on this team and to sacrifice. We know what we can accomplish. This is a different type of year than most guys have been a part of, and my sense from guys is that there's going to be a willingness to sacrifice for the better good of the team.
How did Dwight look out there today?
He looked good. He's moving well, playing with physicality. I'm preaching to play physical, and he probably overdid it a little bit. He's knocking guys around, and look, you got to deal with that. If you're coming to play LA Lakers, you're going to get hit. You're going to get smashed in the mouth, and he set the tone in that regard today.
You just mentioned that this is a different type of team than others that you've coached. Does that change your style?
Of course, not really my approach. We're still going to be a team that tries to play harder than opponents, cares about the defensive end, shares the basketball offensively. Those principles to me fit every team. But how you manage practice throughout the season, how you build your offense and your offensive system and your defensive scheme, those things shift based on your personnel. You got to adjust and you got to tailor your plan to the team that you have.
When you have such a veteran team and expectations are so high and everybody's so eager to get going, is it important also to not skip steps early in camp, and like how do you know?
Yeah, it is. But to me, I've always had the mindset let's get some simple things in place right away to get them playing right away. These guys are chomping at the bit to get after it, and no one wants to sit around and do 3 hours of drill work. You know what I mean? So we taught the fundamentals, of our defense and our offensive spacing, and then we got after it.
Oh, we were able to see a group with Rondo and JaVale playing alongside LeBron, AD, and Danny. What are the merits of that group, and how many groups were you able to see, combinations were you able to see today?
Well, we did a lot of we had 16 guys participating, so we did a lot of 4 teams of 4, I should say. And that group was in place today, but we taught our guys that the teams are going to change every day. I do want to have AD and LeBron play as much together as possible in practice, because they're going to be the ones that play the most together throughout the season. So I want to get that chemistry accelerated as much as possible. But the guys around them are going to change every practice. You'll see a different group tomorrow, a different group the day after that, and those types of things. That particular lineup, I think Rajon Rondo is going to be a different player off the basketball than he's been in his career. I think Jason Kidd as a model, being a non-shooter early in his career, coming here and being a guy that became 4th or 5th all-time leading three-point makes is a great model to be for Rajon. And he's shot 36% from the three-point line in the last 4 years. Okay, that's above average, and he's going to get clean looks. He's going to be encouraged to have a green light, and he's going to be a good off-the-ball complement to LeBron when he has the ball. Okay, and then when they're together, he's going to be playmaking and making things easier for LeBron, so he doesn't have to do it all himself, as well as AD. They already have the chemistry of having done it together in New Orleans, and there's a lot of positives with that lineup.
What is the most
Last 2 questions, please.
One of the physicality is you wanted to get after it. What goes through your mind when you see LeBron and Caruso collide to go to the floor, or Dwight and AD collide to go to the floor?
Are they getting up? I love guys hitting the floor. Okay, we're not playing hard enough, but we're not doing that. But obviously you don't want to see anybody get hurt.
What's the most dangerous element of LeBron and AD together offensively?
How well they complement each other. They're both of theirs ability to play equally as effective off the basketball as they do on the basketball. They're guys that are gonna smash the defense if you don't bring early help and double teams, and and they're both great willing passers, and both have the ability to beat you off the ball. So.